They say women are mysterious. But what if I told you they're not? What if the signs she likes you, deeply, secretly, are already in front of you, and you've just been too distracted, too logical, too wounded to notice? You see, most men think of attraction as obvious, words, gestures, a confession. But the truth? That's not how the female psyche works, especially when her feelings are still raw, uncertain, or quietly blooming beneath fear. When a girl has a secret crush on you, it's not loud, it's not direct. It hides in the spaces between words, in the pauses, in the silence after you leave the room. Because love, real interest, especially when it's unspoken, is shy. It's guarded. And it's ancient. Evolution didn't design women to throw themselves at potential mates. For centuries, survival meant being cautious, watching from afar, signaling indirectly. And those instincts, they haven't vanished. They've simply evolved into subtle signals, micro-expressions, nervous laughter, prolonged eye contact that ends just 1 second too late. But here's the thing. Most men miss them. Not because they're blind, but because they're looking for something too obvious, too Hollywood. So today I want to show you what's real, not the fantasy, not the romantic comedy script, but the quiet truth. The first sign, she mirrors you, unconsciously. You take a sip of your drink, so does she. You lean back, she does too. It's not mimicry, it's biology. In psychology, it's called the chameleon effect. When we're drawn to someone, we mirror their body language as a subconscious form of connection. This isn't planned. She doesn't even realize she's doing it. But her body does. Her nervous system recognizes safety, comfort, resonance, and it reflects that. Another sign, she laughs, more than she should. Not because you're a stand-up comic, not because your joke was actually funny, but because in that moment, she's not responding to the punchline. She's responding to you. Laughter, especially when excessive or misplaced, is often the body's way of releasing anxiety. And romantic anxiety is real. Ask any psychologist. Think of middle school. Think of first crushes. That giggle she couldn't control in class when you just looked her way? That's still in there, just hidden behind layers of adult composure. And here's something even more subtle. Her pupils dilate. You can't fake this. No one can. When we're attracted to someone, our brain releases dopamine. And dopamine expands the pupils. It's primal, scientific, proven by dozens of behavioral studies. Next time you're talking to her, look closer. You might see more than you expect. Now let's go deeper. A girl who secretly likes you might tease you in ways that confuse you. A sarcastic comment, a light roast, a playful insult. It's tempting to read this as disinterest, but often it's a defense mechanism, a shield for vulnerability. Freud would call it projection. She masks her interest with misdirection, a test, a wall. She wants to see if you can read between the lines. Because if you can't, she'll never trust you with what's behind them. But there's more. Watch how she acts around other people when you enter the room. Does her energy shift? Does she sit up straighter, get louder, or strangely quieter? One of the oldest psychological indicators of attraction is presence alteration, when someone modifies their behavior not to impress you, but to prepare for your gaze. She's not performing, she's guarding her heart, guarding her secret. Some girls hide their crush by pretending they don't care, but their eyes betray them. Her gaze might find you across the room and quickly shift. It's not indifference, it's fear. Because desire makes us vulnerable. And in a world that mocks female vulnerability, Many women would rather pretend they're indifferent than risk being seen too clearly. You know what else gives her away? She remembers small things about you, things you forgot you ever said, your favorite band, the way you take your coffee, that offhand story you told about your childhood. Why? Because women who are emotionally invested become detail collectors. To her, your throwaway moments aren't meaningless. They're treasures. Clues, echoes of your inner world she wants to understand, but can't ask about directly. And then, there's texting. If she has a crush, she might message you at odd times, not to start deep conversations, but just to be present. A random meme, a question she could have Googled. Hey, what are you up to? These aren't accidents. They're probes. She's trying to gauge your response, to see if your tone has warmth, to know if her presence matters to you, even in tiny, forgettable digital exchanges.